Coming up, G.I. Joe Classified Series number 108, the Cobra Shadow Tracker. Stick around. What's up, and welcome to Crossfire Collectibles. Today's video, we're going to be unboxing and reviewing the new early release, actually, G.I. Joe Classified Series number 108, the Cobra Shadow Tracker. So here he is, Walmart exclusive, originally, estimated to arrive on February 2nd, but they shipped early. And not only him, but also the Wolf Spider shipped early. No word on Night Force Tunnel Rat, but he's here, and so is Wolf Spider. So we got a 2-day G.I. Joe Classified Series unboxing and reviews for you. So first off, here's Shadow Tracker, and looks pretty cool. You got that, I guess, Mayan type temple in the background. You got some woods. Looks like a little bit of an Easter egg. You got something up in the corner right here. Can't quite make out what it is. But you see his accessories. We'll go over to the side. There's the QR code and some stats. Flip to the back. Crap. Get you a close-up of the stats right here. Figure stands at 6.4 inches. He's got a close-up of his, looks like, shoulder pauldron, which is some type of, I'm assuming, cat skull. You got a shot of this piece and a bunch of teeth or claws or something. Flip around to the side for your artist render, which actually looks really good. 108, UPC crap, G.I. Joe Classified. So yeah, we're gonna go ahead and pop him open. I'd like to first talk about my new backdrop. We have another screen, and it was just recently unrolled, so it is, a little wavy. It's not perfect, but it'll flatten out in time. We just got to give it a couple days. But yeah, let's go ahead and pop this open. But first, if you're new to the channel, please be sure to like, share, and subscribe for future content. All right, break out the trusty dusty, and we'll get him opened up. So I was really looking forward to this because I was such a huge fan of the Pursuit of Cobra Shadow Tracker, and I saw some people who did get this in hand early, and I wasn't really a fan. I thought it didn't look that great, but, I still went ahead and got it anyway. And I'm going to go ahead and judge for myself. So, once we get everything out, we'll look them over, and then I'll give a final opinion. Here's the box. Cobra Shadow Tracker 108. Cobra. And 108 right here. Here's the figure. From looking at this, I think that head looks pretty awesome. I don't know how much of a fan I am of the gray coming out the top of the dreadlocks, but that's still neat. I'm going to go ahead and open the accessory box first, and then we'll move on to the figure. I like to switch them up here and there. Hey, look, crap. Alright, so G.I. Joe Cobra accessory bag. Popped open and looks like it wasn't even shut. Alright, let's go and get all them goodies out. And we'll go over all this stuff here. So the main thing I wanted to see first was his compound bow. That's interesting looking. I still think it should be a way to extend it, because that does look a little small. Yeah, he has a shadow tracker. He needs to keep, things compact and all. But it definitely should be popped open a little bit more, I think. To be able to extend them, I think would be perfect. But it looks good. Get some details. All black. There's no extra colors on it. But that looks nice. New addition. And here you have his little quiver. So this has 3 arrows already in it. All black as well. Nothing special. He's got a loop down here to put something. One on the side, and then kind of a loop clip on the front. And there is a peg for the hole in the figure's back. So that's a plus. I'll go on to the accessories. Here you have his little tomahawk, hatchet, you know, whatever you want to call it. Still want to go with a tomahawk. All black as well. Looks neat. Got like a grooved handle here. A couple ridges up on the blade itself. Nice little back piece. Probably weight at the bottom to give it some balance. But yeah, that's neat. Moving on, we had a single arrow. So if you look at the top on the quiver, there is an extra hole right next to the other arrows for this one. So that will slide right on down in there to be with the rest of them. And I don't want to push this too hard, but it feels like I might have hit a block because it doesn't want. Oh yeah, there we go. Okay. So yeah, they kind of four line up. So that's nice. All right, next up we have his knife, or kind of odd headhunter, you know, type, maybe Bowie knife, bushwhacker, machete, you know, something. Straight black handle, silver blade, pretty neat. All right, then we have this piece here, which is, I think, just an extension to the bow. So it does have a hole on each end. So carefully put that on like that, and there's your bow. All right, next up we have one of two different masks, and here is the skull mask, which looks very cool. Got some teeth right here. I'm not sure exactly what kind of skull that is. Probably just a mixed match of a few different things. It does kind of have, you know, that crown like some sort of primate, and I'm guessing, you know, maybe some cat fangs or maybe wolf fangs put in there. Not really sure. It's supposed to have some hair at the bottom here. Obvious lenses over the eyes and nose, but that looks cool. And then here you have his green translucent, don't know what you want to call it, mask. This is neat as well. I would be more of a fan with a mask, you know, more flat like this. This one actually has some detail in it. You know, almost looks like there's some areas on the cheeks, you know, the nose, of course, the eyes. I kind of wish the eyes, you know, they were straight through. They went straight through to the figure itself. Could be more of a vibrant green, but this is way too light. You know, there's no matching on that. This is more of a yellow than a green. So I'm assuming these are just going to sit right on the figure's face, but we'll find out shortly because we're going to go ahead and get that open. And here is the shadow tracker in his cardboard dungeon, which we need to release him from. So let's go ahead and pop these tabs off. Down, he's out. So there's your artist render in black and white on the back. Cool. And here is the shadow tracker. Neato. Yeah, he looks a lot better than I thought, but still gotta look him over some. You know, obviously he's got this piece on, which may be a mask, may just be his head. Yeah, I think that's his actual head. Not an extra mask piece on there. Try to see if I can mess with it just a little bit. And will it pop off? No, it is his actual face. But you see the detail, you know, it's over his skin. He has this black, maybe it's supposed to be a built-on mask, or maybe it's face paint painted on him. Those straight white eyes that are awesome. It's got some green added in there to give it more like a skull effect almost coming through. So that's really cool. You got the dreadlocks coming down into black. Like the roots are growing out gray, so this makes the figure seem to be, you know, he is a little bit older. That's a new touch. Here you have his bone necklace, which again, I'm assuming some fangs. It looks like a bird skull over this this green and yellow vest. Maybe that's a gray. The green's throwing me off. Yeah, like a gray with the yellowish neon green in there. And it's got a little shoulder pauldron attached with another skull. So that could be, you know, again, maybe a primate or some type of small canine type animal. It's also got some red in his hair as well as some earrings, like some gauges. All right, there's some more bones on his forearm gauntlets. Nothing on this one. More bones hanging from this rope he's using for a belt. And I'm assuming this is a skin of something with spots. Reused legs. You see that knee looks awfully jacked up. Try to straighten him out some. He's got this loop on the side right here, you know, going over this little piece of thigh armor. And that's about it. So let's check out his articulation. Head can go left and right, forward and backward, not much. It is on a ball joint and can do a full 360, however the hair is going to prevent that. Alright, going to the shoulders, got a bit of muscle definition in there. It's got the butterfly joints. The arm actually drops some, so you can try to lift it a bit and pull it up. There you go, one of the new features of the Joes. Pretty cool. Bicep swivel. Double jointed pinless elbows. You got the hand with the hinge peg, and this one will allow it to go up some or down. Waist swivel. Of course, he's got an ab crunch, but the vest is going to prevent it. You see drop legs, thigh rotation, double jointed pinless knees. You got calf rotation where the boot meets the pant. And there's a hinge in the ankle to go forward that far. And won't go up too far, but a little bit because that shin guard is blocking it. And of course you have a side-to-side pivot. So alright, so far so good. I like what I'm seeing. I'm gonna go ahead and stand him back, and we're gonna try to gear him up. So I'm not sure what I want to do with him yet, but we're gonna go ahead and put this quiver backpack on him. So we'll try to line up that peg through the vest, get that plugged in like that. I'm thinking maybe I want to kind of have him reaching back and getting the arrow. If I can kind of get that in there too, like a little bit without breaking it. This might actually have to come out a little more. And yeah, something like that. That looks okay. I think that works. I want to check out some of these other features. So his tomahawk, I mean, there is spots on the back to where you can, you hang things, and also put some things in, but I'm not sure where this is going to go besides on his leg right here. It looks like it has the opening that would fit that, just perfectly almost. So we'll put that on his leg right here. So that works. As for the back, assuming the bow, this piece might go through here, so it holds it like that. Not 100% sure. Maybe it goes around like that. This might be an extra piece to, just hold that if you want to disassemble the bow. Put it on like that. There's plenty of different ways you could do this. But we're not going to do that. I'm actually going to have him, using the bow in his left hand. But you got this knife here, a machete. We're going to put that right here. And that goes right up in there. That holds pretty good. The masks. Let's try this one first. So basically just pop right on, not much to it. So I don't know which one I want to go with. To keep it traditional, I might do the green one, but I'm just not feeling it. I don't know. Let's see. I'm gonna go with the bone one. Kind of reminds me of the crawler from the Skull Island movie. You know what I'm talking about? But anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and give him this bow. How are we gonna do this? Kind of get that finger around it, and that thumb is gonna be a pain. It's okay. I'm just gonna take the trusty dusty and poke that through. It's a little more easier. Maybe straighten that out some, and have him hold it a bit like this. I do think he needs some kind of leg pose. I don't want to have him too bland. And we might actually need to break out a couple of figure lap stands for this, because I don't think he'll stand on his own. He will. But for the sake of the video and the turntable that we're going to get to, I'm going to pop 2 figure lab stands in his feet, and he'll be good to go. Alright, so there we have it. Got everything on him except for the mask, and I think that's the pose we're going to use. Kind of like it. A little difficult to do, you know, especially with these dreadlocks. It doesn't want to, you know, keep his head going to one certain way. And that backpack keeps popping out. Get that loaded back up in there some. And it's just a little difficult, you know, the dreadlocks are a bit of a pain. But it'll work. I feel like he's leaned back a little bit too far, and he's not quite looking at what he's about to be shooting at. So we'll straighten him up a little bit more. I think that'll do it. So let's go ahead and throw him on the turntable, and we'll give you some final thoughts.
G.I. Joe will return after these messages.
Be sure to check out our previous videos. A link will always be pinned in the comments.
Now back to G.I. Joe.
All right, so here is the G.I. Joe Classified Series number 108, Walmart exclusive Cobra Shadow Tracker. Very cool. I'm more impressed with him, you know, now that I have him in hand, as opposed to seeing, you know, some early reveals and some people that got it, you know, way too early. But I'm more impressed with him, you know, now that I physically have him. He's there's a lot more details that I overlooked. There's some nice features on him. I especially like the quiver, being able to hold, you know, everything as long as you don't have it in his hands and all. I'm not sure if that mask will go there, but I wanted to be able to fit everything on him. I'll probably move it to the side, you know, his hair's kind of knocking it out the way. But I like the fact that you can fit everything on the figure, and that's another plus. I'm not really a fan of the green mask. I think it's a little too yellow. It should have some more, you know, more vibrance to it. It'll be a little more green. The interesting pics, you know, and all the wildlife that I guess he's using as trophies, you know, almost like a predator, you know, on, you know, part of his gear. But it's neat. It's definitely a nice figure. I'm glad I picked it up. I actually picked up 2 of them, so I planned on maybe using one for trade bait. You know, if something comes along and somebody didn't pick up a shadow tracker, you know, I have an extra one just in case. But overall, it's really cool. I like the bow. It's different, but it works. The quiver is probably my favorite piece, and then next to that, I would say the head. You know, the painted face underneath is superb. The hair, you know, with I guess the older gray kind of growing out into the black, you know, it's a nice touch too. But yeah, overall, I really like the figure. I think he's a definite winner. So happy to have him, and yeah, that's pretty much it. But so yeah, that's pretty much going to do it for this one. I hope you guys enjoyed what you saw. If you did, please, like always, leave that giant thumbs up, subscribe, tickle that bell so you can notify when we post future videos. Be sure to follow us on social media, and we'll see you in the next one. Peace.